Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because she is here and she is not queer. Her name is Sarah Fraser.
Oh, honorary member. I have so many shows I want to talk to you about. By the way, have you watched Naked Attraction on HBO, where it's a dating show, but you first see people's like dongs and vaginas, and then you decide if you want to date them? It makes me think of you. Like I could just see you on there analyzing these guys' dongs. They've got
Are the guys cute?
Sometimes. But oh my Lord, honey.
Not cute, but like a nice dong. I'll take it. I'll take that.
But they're not all nice. And they like have to turn around. They've got hairy buttholes and stuff. It's like wild. It's wild. This was like a huge British show. Have you heard of this? It's crazy. And then like the women come on and
you know what I am watching?
Hanging out. What?
The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Look, I understand what certain people are saying, that they're saying.
What? Tell me what people are saying.
Well, some people are saying, what the fuck is Mary there for? She's literally not doing anything. But I answer on YouTube for everyone who watches our clips on YouTube. Thank you. You could see how unshowered and horrible I look every day. I think Mary's there for comic relief. This episode, not this week, the past week, where she didn't want to engage and she was in that limo and she asked a producer to get her McDonald's. Did you see this?
Yeah, and like some sort of oat latte or something.
And she's like, first of all, Starbucks is one of our clients. We love the apple crisp. No, when she was like, I want like a 6-piece chicken nugget and a burger. And listen, I would get like 2 Whop. I would get 2 quarter pounds. I would want the barbecue sauce and the mustard, the hot mustard on the side. I would get a 9-piece nugget. 2 quarter pounds, a 9-piece nugget, and I want a small fry and an extra large Diet Coke. That would be my order.
Look at you. You really
I'm a secret fat girl. Honey, no, I never eat McDonald's and I never eat like any of that. But recently I ate Burger King. I had like a really weird craving. It was during the 2 weeks that I was off Ozempic. I'm back on Ozempic and look how happy I am. Burger King was good, but like when I was young, I ate all that shit. But Mary ordering McDonald's is just phenomenal. I could watch that for hours.
I'm kind of with the audience. I don't understand why she's there. She doesn't want to participate in things. Why is she there? I don't actually think we need her anymore. Isn't that awful? I mean, I love her for comedic relief, but she doesn't want to participate. Isn't that odd? I mean, and you talk about reality reckoning. I mean, making her like, she is getting paid. She's probably getting paid pretty well. She doesn't even have to participate in things she doesn't want to participate, and they're waiting on her. So I guess
I'm telling you, between her and Teresia, I said this a few weeks ago. Maybe I said it on Patreon. By the way, everyone who turned into our Patreon last week, thank you. I talked about Danielle Cabral versus Jennifer Aiden, what you and I didn't have time to talk about. Sarah's like, oh, I got to go join your Patreon and listen to that now.
Yeah, because I want to hear, because they're on pause.
Well, off pause now. They've come off. But I had a lot of tea and I had a lot to say. So there you go. New Jersey. Well, maybe I don't know if I should be talking about Jersey ever again on the main show here. I hate to break it to you, but maybe you'll get it out of me. I gave you a shout out on Patreon. I said, that's Sarah Fraser. She tried to get this out of me yesterday because it was like on Friday. And I said, no, New Jersey is just for Patreon.
Well, I want to hear this because you must have a theory as to why they're off pause. And does it seem like they're getting fired?
All is fine. Admits Bethany's reality reckoning, no firings. But I do have a lot of theories and I have a lot of info on what's going on. What did I want to say to you about? Oh, her and Teresa. I think Teresa's loving her life too. I said this before. Like Teresa is just not speaking to Melissa. There's housewarmings at Melissa's and Teresa just doesn't have to go. Same thing with Mary. Yeah, I think when they brought her back, they must have said like, she must have been like, what about if I have to do things I don't want to? They're probably like, man, they were just desperate to bring Mary back, right? I'm thoroughly enjoying her.
I think they panicked a bit and thought they needed to bring her. I mean, Mary's a star. I love Mary, but you
don't think she's needed?
No, well, I mean, because she's not really participating she's just there for the one-liners, but maybe that's what people want. I mean, I love Mary. I think Mary's epic, but like I said from the beginning, she doesn't look well. She doesn't look like she wants to be there. And now it sort of feels like, oh, I think that they got nervous. Like no one's going to watch this season if we don't have a big get. But
Maybe that's why they brought her back.
Do you see Mary staying for another couple seasons?
I mean, if they're like, buy yourself another Louis Vuitton coat like she had on at the beginning of the season, or another Dior bag, and all you have to do is just sit in the hotel room and sit in the limos and just eat and tell everyone how much you hate them and how you don't want to engage with them. Yeah, I do see her coming back. I'm loving Salt Lake this season. I really am. But you know what? You know what we have here in our lives? We have a Real Housewives of Potomac trailer.
They're back. They're back.
What do you
My
think?
gals,
What do you think? The P is back.
I'm excited. I think the P is going to serve everything we want. I love it. I love it. Right? I mean, do you? We see Candy Gal mentioned the lawsuit because Michael Darby, I believe, is still suing Candy Gal, wanting $2 million. And
he's suing her for what now? For saying that
implying that he was gay, to the point, I think he's trying to argue that it's hurt his business, like the gay rumors, the predator rumors, I think. But that's actually a good point. Let me Google what it actually is.
Look, if it's tortious interference of it's very, very hard to prove but for, right? Like you have to prove but for in a lawsuit of this nature. But for these statements by Candy Gal, his business would not be hurt. That is a really hard thing to prove. Michael, maybe people are not flocking to the business because of what you have done on TV. Maybe times have changed and the economy has changed. I mean, there's a lot of but fors, but for Candy Gal, there's a lot in between that and Michael's business. So I think
Candy Gal
I don't think she needs to worry.
Over insulting oral sex allegations. Michael is suing over allegations she made about his sex life during a November episode last November of Real Housewives of Potomac. According to the documents, Darby filed a defamation lawsuit over a comment made during season 7, where Candy Gal said Michael, quote, likes to leave you and go to a man named blank house and suck his dick. Dillard Bassett then stated in the episode that she was not supposed to talk about this person, but he says Michael Darby is a client of his. That's what you're asking, because I was
prostitute
onto that per the
male
suit.
Prostitute. Okay, how does that hurt his business? Being gay, going to prostitute, sucking dick, is that hurt one's business? I didn't realize that.
In making this statement, Dillard Bassett initially hesitated and looked off camera, indicating that what she was about to say was salacious and imprudent, but nonetheless proceeded to